Alright, what up, everybody? So, this is the, I think, sixth part of the Searing Reflection series. I really like this deck, which is why I'm trying to make it work. But trying out Nightmare Lord, Tiger's Plushie, and just switching some small card slots up to see what I can do here. If you want more information in detail on like how I got here, why I was choosing specific cards, definitely check out the other videos before this because I go in depth on quite a bit of this stuff in those videos, and I don't want to bore you guys with it if you've already heard it. But I'm liking this deck a lot. It definitely needs some testing, but that's why I'm here. So let's play some games and see how it goes. This is like the 12th iteration of the deck, and it's got some powerful draws. Some of my favorite draws involve Metal Detector or O Manager, getting coins, and then being able to play Searing Reflection on like turn 5 is the earliest, which just feels really nuts to do. Get an 8/8 Divine Shield plus abilities on turn 5. Not the most broken thing you can do in the format, I don't think, but quite powerful. So playing against Demon Hunter, I'm tempted to keep Nomelia, but I don't think it's going to be necessary yet. It's also pretty far down the line. I do have the coin, since I'm going second. Blob of Tar is almost always a keep. I think the Tiger's plushies are going to make a big difference in this matchup. Ooh, that's a pretty good hand. Okay. Yeah, I played a couple of practice games with this deck. I like to do that just a couple of times before I go streaming for you guys, because sometimes it's just hot garbage, and I'm like, I'm not going to waste your time. But those games went pretty well. But I think, you know, the matchups are pretty important. Like, if you can't beat Death Knight and you can't beat Shaman, then, like, your deck's not going to be very good. I think those two matchups are pretty important in this metagame, so I'm trying to work on those a little bit. And there's a couple other decks that I think are important to be able to beat. Like, part of why I'm working on some of the early game stuff like Nightmare Lord or Tiger's Plushie is because there are some decks like, Mage or even Protoss Priest. You really have to have a good matchup because I don't think they're super common anymore. I see that Priest deck every now and then, but sometimes you just get run over by it because they're just very efficient, and Resuscitate's a phenomenal card. So being able to handle those decks is pretty important. I mostly like the state of the metagame right now. I think, I don't know, there's a lot of different moving parts of it, and I feel like it's been kind of shifting. It's been shifting a lot, pretty much every week. Like, I was seeing Dragon Warrior quite a bit for a while, and now I don't see it as often. I really like that deck. I'm actually in the process of building it. Got like a couple more cards I gotta get, but let's see. Okay, so we're definitely gonna Metal Detector here. And Metal Detector is fantastic. Just absolutely love this card. There was a point in time where I was trying the Angling Rod that gives you a Murloc, just because I needed some kind of weapon or something to interact early in the game, and using Lanessa to get the rogue cards was just far superior. Let's see, I would love a Living Flame or a Searing Reflection in the next 2 turns, because I'll be able to cast a 7-drop on turn 5 with the coins, one from this and one from the beginning of the game. I played a practice game earlier, and I ended up going turn 6, coin, Ursol for Searing Reflection, and safe to say I won that game. Ooh, okay. Renewing Flames is pretty good. I think Blob of Tar works here, but I'm tempted to Tigress Plushie instead. I think Tigress Plushie's probably better here, because I'll gain some life, take out a dude, I can hit something with the weapon as well. Yeah, it'd be great to draw Searing Reflection, but Renewing Flames is pretty helpful. I found this card to be very good in this deck. Obviously, off of Ursol, it's fantastic, but just by itself, gaining 10 life and hopefully taking out 2 dudes is pretty useful. Yep, as expected, Demon Hunter is doing Demon Hunter things. I just pray they don't have a perennial serpent. That thing is pretty powerful. Oof, okay. So, I can Renewing Flames and take those 2 guys out, go back to 26. Not the worst, but also not the best. I could also Blob of Tar and Tiger's Plushie Mini to take that guy out. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually, because then I get next turn Coin Ursol, and having Renewing Flames cast 3 times is incredible. Yeah, that seems like the best spot here. There was a brief moment where I was trying Snatch and Grab, the rogue spell, 8 mana, destroy 2 random minions, or 2 random enemy minions, that's important. And it costs 1 less for each spell you play from another class, so every rogue spell you play, Metal Detector, O Manager, etc., that actually works for that since I'm playing Paladin. It didn't turn out to be super great. They just play Immolation Aura. That's very interesting. Another Renewing Flames. So Renewing Flames is just going to hit him in the face now, which I think is totally fine. And then I can follow up with another Renewing Flames the following turn, and then Ragnaros. I could play Ragnaros here, but I feel like gaining 10 also is pretty powerful. Yeah, some of the most powerful games I've had have to do with Ursol. Colifero is another one that is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. There are times where I've gotten like 4 Ragnaros or, a couple factory assembly bots. I've gotten 4 Nomelias before. That was a lot of fun. Just tell my opponent, you're not allowed to play minions anymore. What do we got here? Another soul. Okay. And the other stinger, sure. Yeah, I think just another Renewing Flames is great, because then that means the one that gets cast off the aura goes to their face. Yeah, pretty powerful. It's hard to beat 30 damage with lifesteal over 3 turns. Yeah, totally cool. I'm thinking about Ragnaros still, but I'm not sure if that's the right call. Nightmare Lord could be okay. Equality Consecration is also great. That means they're dead. Alright, 1-0. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I'm not completely sold on the Tigress plushies yet. They're decent. I might go down to 1 copy.
Can this
I think it just depends on how many times I Colifero and just get some Tigress plushies, and I'm like, well, that's nowhere near Ragnaros. Against Mage, I don't think I can keep any of these. Oh, that's way worse. Yeah, you run that risk with playing this deck. Okay. Whew. Okay, that's at least helpful. Yeah, main purpose of Ysera is just to make it so that I can play Assembly Bot and the Mini on the same turn, since I can go above 10 mana. That helps close out games quite a bit. Alright, what do we got here? Sure. Another good draw. Okay, so things are coming together. Yeah, this Discover Quest Mage can be very hit or miss. It's either they win very easily or they lose very easily. Oy, that's not good. Interesting use of that. That makes me think they're removal light, which is a good sign. Sure. Oh, okay. That didn't seem super ideal. This is great, because that means, assuming it dies, I'll get a Searing Reflection. I hope they kill it, because I've got Searing Reflection on the next turn. Please kill it. Nice. I don't think they realize how much help that is. Ooh, and there's Ursol. So if I wait till next turn, I can Ursol the Searing Reflection. I think that's much better. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for that. Yeah, the most powerful draws have to do with Ursol. That's totally fine with me. Okay. Alright, paging Dr. Ursol. Only bad thing is I don't get it till the end of the turn. So if it's Ragnaros or Factory Assembly Bot, I don't get the trigger at the end of the turn. Tyrion is just fine. Okay. Yeah, the good thing about playing random decks like this is that a lot of people don't know how to play against it, because it's not a typical deck. Like using removal on those early guys, I mean, sure, it might spare them some life, but... there we go. Blizzard is well timed. But, you know, there are some times where people just waste their removal very early. Do I just sit here? I'm going to get a Searing Reflection at the end of the turn. I don't think it's necessary to, like, overextend, per se, with multiples. I could play the Tyrion. I can't help but feel like it's very unnecessary, though. Yeah, we'll be a little conservative here with how we play. Sure, okay. Good old Sleet Skater. I had a game where a guy played Sleet Skater against me and kept recurring it by making copies and replaying it. I had the Ziliax that was doubling its attack. They ended up with 1.2 million armor. No joke, no exaggeration, 1.2 million. So, maybe it was correct to play Tyrion last turn, but I didn't think they were going to Sleet Skater of all things. Let's do... Ziliax seems okay, because now whenever I see this card, because of that 1.2 million armor, I'm like, I have to kill it.
Let me think.
Yeah, this could go a lot of directions, so let's just go...
The battle.
Let's do this. I'll use these to get rid of that guy. No shenanigans, please. And the last Searing Reflection off of the aura. Not the best, but casting that guy will be helpful. It gets a lot of cards. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, this is part of how they recurred it. They played Tidepool Pupil to get a spell that copied the minions they had in play, and then kept replaying Sleet Skater. And it's just, yeah, making copies of both of these. It was so nuts, just actually crazy. Let's just do this, because Consecration doesn't have a ton of use against them in general. That's fine. And then I could Searing Reflection.
For justice.
You know, we'll just Ragnaros. Yeah, the boards with this deck just become nuts. Just super heavy. There's something that feels really good about just playing big guys and being like, can you answer this? How about this one? Okay, now how about this one? Sure. Factory Assembly Bot seems great here. That'll hit him for 6. And then I can play the mini also, but wait a second. 4. I'll have 5 with that trigger, so this one will be 6 and 7 for the other. So they're going to take another 12. I'm not super concerned about the 1/1. But yeah, I think if both of these hit them, they're dead. What do we got? Okay, one more, come on. Ah, so close. Sure, you're gonna need a lot more than that. Need a blizzard. Yeah. All right, 2-0. So despite drawing, what, a 9, 10, and an 8 drop in my opening hand, that game was won somehow. Yeah, Ursol is just a beast. Way too good. I should call this Ursol Paladin, not Searing Reflection Paladin. But what are you going to do? So it looks like Living Flame, Consecration, Tigress Plushie, Ragnaros? Okay. Against Shaman, you say? I think this hand looks great against Shaman. I've got early plays, some removal, some life gain, and a Nightmare Lord? Yes, please. Okay, then. That'll do it. and naturally. It's like 3% odd. No. Yeah, more than 3%. What, 6 out of... Wow. Yeah, I guess odds were high enough. Whatever. Anyways. I don't think Consecration is worth coining out there. This doesn't strike me as a normal shaman build. Usually the normal, like, Turbulus type build doesn't play stuff like that, but I could be wrong. Could be a different version of it.
For justice.
So this will give me a turn 5 Searing Reflection, which is awesome. I can Nightmare Lord next turn, or even Tigress Plushie if they do anything super crazy. Elise is a good card. Alright. Yeah, I think I just Nightmare Lord. I've got 8 cards. That'll keep me at 8. Coin will be 9. Should be fine. That's pretty awesome. This is pretty good with the Battle Cry triggering twice, but I do think I want to have the big guys in my deck as much as possible. There's a lot of targets already, but... Yeah, considering I'm going to Searing Reflection in the next couple turns... Yeah, plus this gets this out of the deck. And that's not what I want to hit with Searing Reflection at all.
For justice.
It's a pretty good Terror run. That's a very good Terror run, wow. So let's just drop a Searing Reflection, I guess. Excellent. That's an excellent one. That's fair. Okay. How do I want to do this? Yeah, this guy can get pumped by that, which isn't the end of the world. But that does enable it to kill this.
Let me must move quickly.
Yeah, so this is gonna make it, let's do that actually. Because I don't think they're gonna want to use this just to pump their guy. Obviously they get a spell off of it too, but I think this works. I could have killed that and then used the coin to play the Tigress plushie, but I think the coin will be better to play like Factory Assembly Bot sooner. On turn 10, I can do that and the mini with the coin. Okay, yeah, they're going for it.
State your business with the bronze.
Seems pretty good. Also seems pretty good. I'm tempted to Anachronos. Yeah, because if I whiff on the Searing Reflection, then I'm in a really bad position. Yeah, let's just do good old Anachronos here. Yeah, Nebula was a great card for them to get off a Terra run.
Here further into the cosmos than any before us.
Okay, then. I don't think Renewing Flames is right.
Let me think.
Searing Reflection doesn't seem bad here, actually. Nice.
This time.
Yeah, I guess I'm just chilling. I got 10 cards, though. Let's do that.
Quickly.
Nice. So they're going to get their guys back next turn, but I have a Quality Consecration. I figured Anachronos was better to just hold them off from those guys rather than using the Equality Consecration. So they can just put a spell on that. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, looks like they're just dead unless they got more. No, they're going to gain armor when their guys die. That's going to be... Wow, and they filled their board too much, so they don't even get all their guys back. That's unfortunate for them. So they're going to gain 16 armor, which isn't great, but I can attack for 12. And they didn't get the guy that gives them 8 armor, which is great. Totally cool with that. 3, 6, hit him for 6. Yeah, I think this is fine.
Must move quickly.
Oh no, the pirates. This deck is interesting, but I don't think it's as powerful as like the Turbulus Battlecry based Shaman deck. Okay. Well, next turn I get to Factory Assembly Bot and Mini. So they're going to need a little bit more than that. Okay, so timeout. They're at 11. They have 2 health with 9 armor. Does that mean Renewing Flames will hit them and not their guy? Because it's got 6 health and they've got 2 health just with the 9 armor. I think it's worth testing here. Six, 12 there. Yeah, let's see if this works. Yeah, it does. Nice. All right, 3-0. Yeah, that Demon Hunter deck was kind of fringe. The Mage deck, I mean, that's pretty standard, I think. Just there's a lot of play to that Mage deck, so it can be hit or miss sometimes. That Shaman deck, kind of fringe. So nothing to tier 1 so far, which is what I was hoping to play against.
Uther versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, Rogue should be an okay matchup. I think since the Sandbox Scoundrel nerf, Rogue's gotten a lot less powerful. Good draw. Yeah, I want Metal Detector every game.
Care to make a wager, friend?
That's pretty good. I think I'm going to play O-Manager just to save myself a little bit of damage, or a little bit of health. I do have Consecration next turn, but I anticipate them doing more than just this.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Oh wow, summon a Jade Golem. Sure. Yeah, they are minions from the past, okay. Well, they now know 75% of my hand. Deja Vu I find to be a very powerful card. Information is king. Huh. Seems pretty good. And it makes the card cost 1 less. It's just super good card. Double Deja Vu.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's right to hit that minion.
For justice.
Reporting for duty.
Do I know Melia? They're no Melia? That's so bad. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're gonna kill it when they attack anyway, but that's fine. I could have attacked it first and then played my guys, but yeah, maybe that was correct. That might have been hasty. Yeah, I think it's okay. But I still get those.
Care to make a wager, friend?
Yeah, I'm already at 12, which is unfortunate, but Renewing Flames will help with that. Speak of the devil. Alright. Double Renewing Flames is even better. I don't think I need this coin yet. Attacking their face is fine, but the weapon might come in handy. Dubious Purchase is a very good card.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Quickly.
Sounds good. So next turn I can Factory Assembly Bot. I'm not sure if Renewing Flames is a big waste here, but they are down to 3 cards. Yeah, I don't mind going to 26. That's pretty helpful.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Raptor, Devilsaur, we got 'em all.
Oh, look who it is. I think it's probably better to play Factory Assembly Bot than to get rid of King Lane.
Let me think.
Yeah, I'm thinking I don't... This could go a couple ways. Yeah, let's do this and Factory Assembly Bot. It doesn't feel like it, but I think this is basically a control deck with a lot of bombs, combo control, something like that. It's not super control-y is the thing, but it has elements of control decks, so maybe you can classify it as that. I don't know that anything playing Tigress plushie really can qualify as control, but a lot of these cards fit the mold. you got, buddy? Nothing? They didn't even re-up their weapon. Wow. Okay, so let's get rid of King Lane.
No one will take me from my
And then we're going to hit him for a lot. They're just dead. Super dead. Alright, 4-0. So right about now is normally the part of the story where Death Knight comes in and ruins someone's day. So I think that put me at 8 diamond. Or 8, yeah, 8 diamond. Very nice. Yeah, I definitely should have attacked the Nomelia, then played my guys. That was way too hasty. But otherwise, I think most of the play has been pretty tight.
Uther versus Ragnarok.
Here we go. This could be the big boys.
by fire be purged.
I will fight with honor.
I don't think I keep a quality. They make some big guys, but I think there are better things. Yeah, we're going to do this. Because assuming I get a metal detector or an O manager, then I could turn 5 Searing Reflection, but at the very least I've got turn 6. But Ursal and Renewing Flames is also fantastic.
The Fire Lord calls.
Pop-up book, so annoying. Alright. Hello, old friend Ziliax.
The sands speak, and I listen.
I would love to draw a metal detector this next turn. Okay, Consecration's kind of helpful. I don't think this is the right turn to play it.
Reporting for duty.
Good old Turbulus.
The battle.
Yeah, Flight of the Firehawk is so good. Oh, good old Living Flame. I forget what that gets them. I could Consecration, but I still feel like it might be too early.
I wonder. The battle.
Yeah, I don't want to kill their Living Flame, but I feel like it's probably good to do so. Yeah, maybe Consecration O Manager was the play, because then I have turn 6 Ursal into one of the 2 spells. That might have been the play, actually.
Reporting for duty.
Oh well. just Consecration, O Manager, the guy remaining. Then I've got Coin. I go Ursol, big spell. Probably helps whatever they follow up with like this. That seems better. But I've got turn 6 Searing Reflection here. I don't think I... Well, I can Renewing Flames, take those guys out with these. Not the greatest, but it does make it so that Ursol will continue to cast Searing Reflections. Or do... Yeah, see, the risk is if I go Searing Reflection and I whiff on just something normal, like if I get a Living Flame or, you know, Lanessa, Anachronos, anything without an ability, like Tiger's Plushie would be great. I could gain some life and take out a guy, but like same thing like Nomelia would be amazing. There are some things that just wouldn't be good though. What are the odds here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out of
Move quickly.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The odds aren't that bad, actually. Ah, okay. Bad enough. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it seemed like it was worth the risk. There was, I think, 6 targets out of 11 that I would have wanted. Yeah, sometimes you gotta roll the dice, but yeah, maybe it wasn't the correct play. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Quality Consecration helps. Kind of feel like I gotta do that. Alright, let's hope I don't die. Renewing Flames, well, the question is, do I Ursol and chance it? I think Renewing Flames is just necessary to play regardless. Come on! Yeah, so should have played it safe. It's so hard not to roll the dice sometimes. Searing Reflection is the whole point of the deck, so sometimes I'm just too drawn into that card. But that's what happens. Yeah, 6 out of 11 was close enough odds that I felt worth it, but not exactly. So 5 games, 4-1 so far. Demon Hunter, Mage, Shaman, Shaman, Rogue. Yeah, so I think it's safe to say that you don't roll the dice on the Searing Reflection unless it's pretty for sure. If you're playing against a tier 1 deck, like that Shaman deck just doesn't give you any opportunity to slip up at all.
This is just a practice round.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, I'm always cool with playing against Rogue. I think I've got plenty of tools to deal with them. Alright, hand is okay.
Pleasure of fools.
Seems pretty good.
Well played.
Better speed it up.
And they've got both of them in their hands, so thankfully they're not +4/+5 and on the top of their deck.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I think I got to do this because then I get turn 5 Searing Reflection. Or turn 6 Ursol might be better. Jeez. Okay, aggro city over there.
For justice.
Surely this way is west. Silent and unseen.
Pretty good draw. They are very aggressive. I don't think I risked the Searing Reflection. I think I just know Melia here. Because the only other options I have are... Yeah, no, there's no other good options.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection. Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Into... Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Okay. Assuming I live, they're probably going to wish they kept the dubious purchase. Wow, and fast forward.
They haven't raised the alarm.
Okay, that's pretty good. So I could Consecration, Tiger's Plushie, O Manager. Renewing Flames just seems better, though. Alright, I'm alive!
Remain silent and unseen.
Jeez. Pretty good. So question is, where do I go from here? I don't think Anachronos is the right play. Ay, ay, ay. So now they've got double rock.
Better speed it up.
Well, we'll have double rock. So I think I go Tiger's Plushie, Blobatar, O Manager. And then next turn I've got Ursol for Searing Reflection.
Put your faith in the light.
Alright, that's unfortunate. Maybe Anachronosis to play. Dang. Yeah, Ursal could be good, but I don't know if I can risk it, because I don't get to do anything. It would happen at the end of my turn, so no rush, no end of turn triggers.
I wonder.
Let's do this to gain a life. I know it's tiny, but I think that little difference may help. Just got to get a little bit of momentum here, and I think I can close it out, but jeez. They took my Ysera also? What kind of a person? What do you... Jeez. Okay, so they've got 6 damage in their hand already. And once they play that again, they'll have 9, and I'm only at 12. So I need something good off of this Searing Reflection. I'm tempted to play Tyrion, so I have more protection. Because I have no idea what Searing Reflection's going to get me. I could just hardcast it, but then I feel like I'm wasting the Ursal, because I don't want to play that for Consecration.
Put your faith in the light.
Alright, fingers crossed. But if they can play and then replay the Rock Spitter, then I'm just done. I mean, they could even get Searing Reflection from that Deja Vu, like... Oh, yes! Okay. They got it. Into a rock skin. Alright, so they've now got 9 damage in their hand of rocks. And I'm at 12. Oh, there's the 12. But they have no mana to play it, so I need to either gain some life or something. Gain life or kill them, basically.
Put your faith in the light.
Yeah, this is a pretty rough spot. They're playing very well, by the way. They're taking their time, setting up their end of game. No, it looks like... No, they only have 3. Yeah. Let's see. I could have Quality Consecration, but then they have a weapon. That's 5. I could play Lanessa, I guess. They're already saying well played, like they won, but I don't think they have yet. Yeah, I think I have to do this. But I have to keep up. No, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess no matter what I do, because I'm like, I kill this guy, he's gonna hit that, and then they've got... Yeah, I don't know that there was a way to get through that. That was pretty tough. They played very well. Alright, 4-2 after 6 games. Yeah, I guess maybe it felt necessary to play the Renewing Flames when I was at like 8 life or whatever it was. Had I held that for the Ursal, I think it could have made a bigger difference, but there was such a risk of dying.
I will fight with honor.
Sweet, that's a good hand. Playing against Paladins, so they could be Murlocs.
The light dims.
Okay.
But
Could be a lot of things now.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Looks like they are probably aggro. Very likely. So I gotta play around Crusader Aura, Flash Sale, Busybot. I mean, if they got Busybot here, that's pretty good. Okay. Sure.
For justice.
Tiger's plushie will be good against them.
The exit is this way.
That's a good one for them to get. And it's a starship piece. Okay, that's very helpful for us.
I got you,
That
friend.
will help. Of all things to hit. So Consecration's great. Clears 3 of their 5 guys. And next turn is their Aura or Flash Sale turn. Yeah, I think that's necessary.
I wonder.
Because otherwise I'm just dead. And let's do that. Now one of their spots is taken up. You know what? I could manager that also. Let's do that. Clear that board.
The exit is this way.
That's very good to get. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not going to hit that guy because it makes a dude, and then the other dude has Reborn, so even if I killed 2 of them, they would still have 3 guys, so I went for the other ones. Alright, Ursine Maul is pretty good. That'll probably draw them Ziliax. If not Ziliax, then it'll be a Crusader Aura or Flash Sale. Maybe another Maul even, but... yeah, Nomelia's great here. Much better than chancing it on Searing Reflection. And that'll get the Reborn. Oh no, it doesn't even die. Their guys are too small. I assume they gotta hit it? Yeah, then they can start playing guys again. Yeah, this deck has a hard time if it's running out of card. Wow, they're at the point of playing 5 mana 3/2s. I like this. Yeah, this is working out well.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, this is working out very well.
Reporting for duty. Battle.
So not the best Searing Reflection, but I mean 8/8 Divine Shield is pretty good when you got an empty board against you. Wow. Yeah, I think they're just done because yeah, that's horrendous play. What to do here? I think if I play Ziliax, they'll probably scoop. But let's do this. I think that's the correct thing to do here. That seems good. I do want Ursol, but nothing to play it with. I'm not going to do that for equality. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll use this to pop that guy. Sweet.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, who's ready for a dope Colifero turn?
A smarch! Feel devastation!
Reporting for duty.
Everyone could use a fresh coat of paint!
Yo! Alright, so they... nothing with taunt or anything like that, so they still could come through. We'll see what happens. And that's the way it goes. I guess the safe play was Ziliax there, but I was pretty confident that game was over.
Uther versus Sagaris!
My crusade begins.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, playing against Warlock, so this could be a couple different things. There is that Shreds of Time type deck, but I don't think that... I'm going to try keeping this. It feels right in the situation. That makes it much better even. Alright. Pretty good. What in... They're doing more damage to themselves than I ever could in these early turns. This is crazy. I've never played against a deck like this. This is hilarious.
Yep, I'll get right on it.
Now it all makes sense.
duty.
I'll get right on it.
Considering they only have one card in their hand, I think I'm going to equality and take out the 7/7. And I've got Nomelia to follow up with next turn. Yeah, the Tigress plushie was unfortunate to lose there.
Enjoy your planet while you still can. Mysterious orb. What is your wisdom?
Now, this is where it gets tough, because if they've got like Snipe could be bad. I don't think, like, Explosive Trap's fine. Freezing Trap is annoying, but I'll figure that out by just attacking with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to attack this minion. What do we got? Freezing is good. And then that tells me that I can attack their minions, and I will live. Perfect. So Renewing Flames next turn will help get me back to 20, and then from there I think it's just smooth sailing. Because they're just operating on fumes at this point. And everything I do now is going to be much more powerful, from Searing Reflection to Ragnaros, etc. Once I got Ziliax, I think that'll probably seal the deal. This is a really interesting deck. I can't imagine it's very good. It doesn't... It's just dealing damage to yourself, which probably isn't a great idea. So I can Ursol Searing Reflection. That seems great. Watch, they just turn around and kill me. Alright, not the best, but... Ah, there we go. Alright, so they have a little bit more inevitability, but that's okay. There it is. Yeah, it was just a matter of time. So 6-2 now. Playing against a lot of really fringe decks. I guess it's early in the new season, so maybe people are just playing things to try out. Hard to say.
Uther versus Kel'Thuzad!
Your curiosity will be the end of you.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, playing against Mage, I don't think I need double Consecration. Knowing my luck, they'll be playing Elementals, and I'll wish I had one, but I don't think that's worth keeping. Blobitar normally is worth keeping. Okay, that's an okay hand. Now we wait. Alright. They are Discover Mage, so this could be fine. Just depends on the quality of their Discovers. And the quality of their play, but normally I found that the quality of the Discovers with this deck is what matters the most. Tide Pools is pretty powerful. Yeah, sometimes it's a quantity over quality game. Like if they can Tide Pool and just play a bunch of stuff, you know, chaining that in the same turn, sometimes that's enough to get them ahead. Because quantity will do it sometimes. Sure. So they've got 2 more of those. I'll probably play Lanessa next turn, then I can O-Manager twice the following turn. Not super great. I would definitely like to have a spell to play before it, because getting 2 coins off of that would be ideal. But maybe Lanessa just eats up some removal if I play her. A lot of times she dies immediately. I don't have a lot of use for her in this. Like, mainly I just have her so that I can play Metal Detector and O-Manager. Like, the Metal Detector makes such a difference in this deck. Hello, are you here? Did you die?
Works against me.
Seems good. So yeah, I think I just play Lanessa. And then next turn I can Tiger's Plushie O-Manager. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah, she normally dies when she gets played. So I've got Renewing Flames next turn, but that's not super great. It is something, but I can Tiger's Plushie O-Manager. Not super necessary, though. That'll give me a coin to play one of these big guys sooner.
Too many cards.
Nice. What we doing, buddy? I could Renewing Flames their face for 10. I mean, it's not great, but it's something. Anachronos could be okay, actually. It's just a 7 mana 8/8.
Let me think.
You know what? Let's run it. I've literally never played Anachronos raw, just 7 mana 8/8. There's that guy again. I played against him earlier, way earlier today. Interesting card. Fair enough. Well, that was, I guess, literally one turn too early for an Anachronos. Here I was thinking, let's get some aggression going. Nope. What to do here, though? This is rough. So if I do this, whatever I play, this guy's going to turn into. Pretty sure everything else is static. Yeah. Yeah, there's no good options here. I mean, Ziliax would be okay, but maybe I just chill.
Move quickly.
I feel like I gotta play something, though. Had a feeling. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill then.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, didn't think I would get immediately punished for playing an Anachronos like that, but... Consecration? Nope. Yeah, this is quickly turning into a very bad situation. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So if I play a minion, I have a feeling it's gonna die. I could also Renewing Flame, since I know that spells will survive. Yeah, this isn't great, but... yeah. Really unfortunate. Could have played this, but it would both give them one, and I have a feeling one of these is explosive runes. Yeah, I feel like I have to Ziliax here. You know what, let's do this first. What'd I tell you? Alright, so let's see what this does. Naturally. So let's get rid of this. And this. And let's pray that I can survive. I've got Assembly Bot plus Mini next turn, so that could be helpful. Dang. just the actual nuts. This is crazy. Alrighty then. Well, there's Consecration. I think my best chance is Assembly Bot. But it's very likely they just have spells that'll end this right now.
Too many cards.
Yeah, they just need 2 more damage because they've got 6 on board plus, jeez, plus their hero power, and that's it. Yup. All right. 6 and 3. All right, one more game. Dang, just what a brutal beating. So yeah, even if I played the Anachronos later, they were just doing busted things. I don't know that there was much I could have done. Like, look at that left side of the screen. They played so many cards. It just ran out of space.
Uther versus Sylvanas.
All right, Hunter.
I stand for my people.
I will fight with honor.
I don't know that I can keep any of these. Like, this could be helpful, but it's so far out. Equality could be helpful. If I can land a guy or 2, then be able to catch him off guard with equality. Jeez. 2 10-drops, not great.
Well met.
That's helpful.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
Nice to meet you.
Unfortunate. Okay. I think I'm going to do this, because assuming they kill it, I have turn 5 Searing Reflection.
moment is upon us.
Shaking us stuff.
So it could be worth it to roll the dice here in Searing Reflection. Doesn't seem like the worst, actually. Nice. Indeed, Nomelia, we nailed it. That was a great one. Best possible thing to get, too. Yeah, it's so hard not to roll the dice, especially on turn 5. Got 19 health. They obviously had a board, but I've got plenty of follow-up. Yeah, usually if I can turn 5 Searing Reflection, I will, assuming I'm not going to just straight up die. Pretty good. But I still have an Nomelia in my hand, which is going to clear again. Yes, indeed. We nailed it. Yeah, Nomelia is so powerful. Quickly becoming one of my favorite cards in Standard right now. Yeah, it seems like it'll be tough for them to dig themselves out of this situation. And they're dead. I didn't think they would just hero power that turn. That's crazy. Alright. So, after 10 games, 7-3. That worked out pretty well. Yeah, I recommend this deck to basically anybody. Like, it's fun to play. It's got a learning curve, as you can see by the games. But yeah, that's essentially it. I like this build a lot. I think I'm just going to keep testing this without making tweaks and see if I can continue this this type of win record. Because, I mean, 7-3 is 70%, but obviously 10 games is a very small sample size. So, you know, it would take a lot more games against, like I saw no Death Knight. There were only 2 Shamans, one of which was the really good version. And again, I think it's early in the season. It's only December 4th, so I guess people are fiddling around with things and trying stuff. But yeah, and I play all kinds of decks, fun stuff like this, but also competitive things. So check out the YouTube, lots of videos for pretty much whatever tickles your fancy. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace and love.